And we're back. Welcome back to Stationeers. Nothing bad. What I was doing? I don't remember what the heck I was doing. If I... Oh, I can't talk with this guy, really? Only the big antenna can see it. None of the smaller one can see it. Oh, I contacted this one already and this one. I was selling... Yeah, I sold some ore to this guy, yeah. Anyways, so... If I remember correctly, I was just... messing with the terrain here. Working with the ogres and manually cleaning up some of the terrain. So I can put AIME back to work. There is still this part there that I need to clean. For the most part you can see it's... I cleaned the flying mountains that were here. And I also covered most of the holes that were here. So you can look here, you can see the holes there, right? But as you go close to it, it kind of disappear. And this is really annoying, the way it is, like those small bumps. Like they're not really there. I try to get rid of it, they don't vanish. Right, so if I do this, like they're not moving. They should be removed already. Even if I go to flatten mode, right, so I'm here, I'm literally below it, it doesn't do anything. Because they don't exist. I don't know how to... It's a visual bug, let's say. So if I do this, for 1 second it kind of works. But then it digs a hole in the ground. And I make the thing again, yeah, so that's what I was trying to do anyways. But AIME won't get stuck in those, so that's fine. And I'm gonna... Yeah, so you're looking from here, it looks really weird. Same as the mountain on the trading, right? So there is a mountain right in the trading line. Another one there, those mountains doesn't exist. You can see they vanish when you get close. Go figure. Anyways. Sorry. For my nose. Spring and summer beginning. There's a lot of flower stuff flying in the air. Oh, that's really annoying. So what I will do, so I'm gonna get AIME back to work. I kind of want to make use of the space to the side here, because currently I'm only going forward. So I have two ideas. But what? So I'm gonna redo the code a little bit and take into account. So this is the door controls. This is the actual code, right? So take into account that I want to check if she gets stuck. Something. And maybe if I can control more than one at once, right? So more than one AIME running back and forth. Do I need it? No. I have a gazillion cores already. And I'm going to have even more with the ogres and with the AIME itself. But the next step is going for rockets. Everything on rockets is insanely expensive. And gold, still gold and cobalt and silicon is still... I'm saying gold, I'm looking at gold right here. It's still not the thing that I have too much of. Yeah, those ogres, like, they're done, they don't want to work anymore. They go all the way forward and they stop. But some of them stop before the actual finishing line, let's see. So if I go all the way forward, you're gonna see like this, right? So he refused to mine this part here. I'm trying to cover everything that I see to make it work, but they just don't work. I guess this is the hard maximum. Nothing has passed this one here. Yep. Anyway, enough of ogres. I'm just gonna keep moving them to the side, or maybe I push them to the top of the mountain because this mountain is gigantic, just to help me clean them up. Yeah, they just get here and sit here and don't do anything. So if I get the AIME code, it should be you. Right, so this is the AIME controls. Yes. Get the AIME itself. Damage by what? So even here it takes damage from storm, even though it's nothing there. Annoying. Repair using duct tape. What? Use duct tape to repair AIME. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Good to know. Right. So I think I go very briefly over the old code. I can just do some small changes. I need to make sure I get into account the stuck. A way to detect if it is stuck. And how would I control more than one image? Control more than one image. The real question is, can I control more than one AIME? Do I have another chip? Here? No. So I will need, just to test this, I will need another AIME. Can I make another AIME? I think I can. AIME, gonna require a gazillion ores. Invar electron is steel, gold. Invar electron. 8 electron. Crap, I'm gonna have to make electron. There's more here. Steel. We have steel inside stuff. Steel, constant alloy gold. Constant alloy gold. Gold is the one thing that I'm missing like crazy. Alright, it does build relatively fast. So give me another transmitter. Actually, I will need to go all the way down to grab the transmitter from the roof. Let's not do that. Okay, so if now I have two. So that was the first. Oh, you weigh one. I'll be two. we can do some testing here. So we're gonna need another IC. Solder. And I should have some housing at least. Housing, logic processor, memory. Right. What did I do with the computer? I think I took all the computers and brought to a different place. I don't remember what I did with the computers. What I'm gonna do, I need a permanent place for testing. Oops. Oops again. For testing the code, right? So I need a door. Copper and iron. That's not enough. It's not. Iron. Let's see. GPS coordinates. Oh, you can be here. You can take you out. There's a cable here. I'm gonna need more cables, of course. I'm gonna need more cables. I have one copper, really? Yeah, doing all this is draining all my resources. So, you here. Great. This is not enough cable at all. I want to be right here. Yep, so then turns and go up and go up, up, turns. Perfect. Now I don't have enough cable to connect both transmitters, but that's fine. Right, so the housing there, get the code, the computer somewhere here. Name this testing mouse. I'm gonna put a 0 front just so it is the first on the list on any computer. And well, that should be it, right? So I placed this. This is not it. This is it. Place this guy back here. You don't have a place anymore. I guess you can be here, and you can be here. This is a this is a computer. Speaking of computers, these guys connect to a different line, if I recall correctly. Yes, because he's connected to the trader. I guess I could have it right here, in front of the stack, like sideways like this. Yeah. So it doesn't block the stacker. The cable should be here. I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Now I have to place you back. Take one. Take and then place you again. Okay. Well, I guess I have to go grab ores. Something I was not expecting to do, really. I do have some here. Okay, perfect. You go there. Those are not degassed, right? So they will cool down the furnace, but that's fine. Crap, my nose is destroyed. So you then go forward like this, missing one cable. Didn't press start, I did not press start. Genius. Okay, so that should be enough for now. But I'm gonna need more for the transmitters. Yeah, so let's put more. First, give me an editor. I do have an editor card now. Advanced airlock strategy analyzer editor. Yes, I do. Zero testing. Perfect. Port this. So it seems like the code does stay in the card itself. Actually, let's see what happens if I reset the card. So will it show an empty screen? It will. Okay, so the code is actually in the card. Interesting. It's not on a computer. Crap. Move the windows. Cables. So I need. Of course, you cannot be placed here. Why would we be able to place here? That would be too easy. Rather than place here. Okay. That's another cable. 31. 40. Thank you. So I'm stalling a little bit because I want to make the test with AIME. I also need a lot more ores than I have to make a proper rocket. I'm struggling to make a cable, so I definitely don't have enough to make a rocket. And all the parts the rocket need. The rocket printer and all that crap, right? So that's, I need a solid ore for this. Sure, I could go deep miners, but meh. You just place there and that's it, you have ores. Let's use those that I at least need to do something. The AIME is more interesting one. Okay, so that will be A1. That will be A2. In that case, so this is A1, that's gonna be A2. No near reference at all. It's just coincidence name. That's adding right there. Thank you. So you need to be set as active, right? And I need to connect to the AIMEs. It's backward. Oh, it's backwards. It should be passive. Yeah, active if you wanna send stuff. Yeah. So do I need to turn it at least once for it to AIME bot to know it's here? So that means I need to turn you back here and find a port A1, A2. Perfect. Now I need another chip to be on her head. Empty. Right. Perfect. And I'm gonna need the battery. This one is using a nuclear battery. I can use wireless one. I don't have any wireless battery really, because I'm inside, but I'm gonna need a nuclear anyways. Actually gonna need 2 nuclears. Can I make 2 nuclears? Let's find out. Inconel. The one thing that I'm not using too much, so I don't have many. 2 is enough. Okay, let's wait for these 2.2 batteries, not takes forever. So I'll be right back. Charging. While they're charging, I'm going to put this one just so I can at least speaking. So the real question is, because how is the command sent to the AIME, right? So it's sent to the transmitter itself, right? So you read and then you write to the transmitter as if it was the AIME itself, right? Yeah, but I'm using transmitter hash transform save batch name. Okay, so I guess I can just have the transmitter name itself be changed if I wanted to control 2 different AIMEs, 3 or whatever, how many. The thing it will be, I will need to, I can't rely on the DB as I usually do, right, to set modes. I will need to rely on the stack memory, right, which is annoying, but it's doable. Okay. Oh, I don't want to lose this code here, because I don't need to change it too much. So how many variables do I have? 1, 2. That's it. I do have those base coordinate, but the base coordinate won't change. At most, if I want to have different stations for each AIME. But I leave this for after. So let's see. Let's first. How am I gonna check if it is stuck? The issue before was that I was testing if it was stuck from an external IC. The problem with the external IC is during the mining phase, which is this one here. Going to wait until mining site. This. She does get like still for a while in the same place because she's looping through the mining, right? So still mining, still mining, still mining, and that was being detected as a stuck. Still is. I never actually connect anything to it, right? So we still have this thing here. Yeah, AIME stuck receiver. So for me to actually know that this is stuck, I would need to be in the same position, just like I did before, but without going to a next spot, right? So wait for mining. So we get the mode, because the mode, so branch if is equal to 3, just go back, right? So 3 is mining. AIME. Yeah, 3 is mining. Nice how it's robot mode.none. Someone forgot to put the actual name of this stuff here, but anyway, so 3 is looking for ores. So she mined something and then she changed to 0. So while this is 3, she's still looking for something. So branch if is equal to 6, right? Set go to answer. This is full, right? Yeah, 6 is shows when the storage slot is full. So if it's not mining and she's not full, I check if there is still minables around it, and then branch if is equal to 0, which means there's nothing, then increase the mining location. Otherwise, just set back to 3, right? Which will just go back to this thing here, because she does get reset every time she mines something. Let's 303030. Okay, so that is a good thing. The power off, save batch name, mode 0. Yeah, because so this prevents her from keep moving while she's off, which makes her lag and then jump into the roof and then get carried by the storm, and a lot of weird stuff. Right, so most of the basically everything here can be reused. The problem is like more the less mining and the next mining kind of stuff that I will need to put onto memory. Which is those two here, right? Less mining X. And if I have more than one AIME, I would like for it to be mining a different place, maybe, or both mine the same spot. I don't know. The thing is, I don't want to go just forward, right? I want to go in a zigzag pattern so I can take more advantage of the whole space instead of only going forward. And then I'm gonna always get stuck in a mountain. Okay. What I can do, so let's start slow. So the start job pre-checks, the pre-checks, check if it's on, which is the most important part. If it's not on, then I call power off, which just change the mode. AIME receiver. Yeah, so AIME receiver would be another thing, right? So I'm debating what do I do first, if I check for stack first or if I do a small modification on the code first. Good question. If you get it working first for one AIME, but thinking on the memory already, that will be, yeah, I don't have a lot of lines left, so my best option would be to change everything here to not depend on any memory, and like those define, I think this is the only defined transmitter hash. Yeah, the transmitter hash will never change, right? So this is the one that's gonna change. Yeah, so this needs to come from memory, so instead of define, it's gonna be a memory itself, but that's fine. This can also stay as is. I just won't be saving here. Last mining spot will be coming from the memory. So how the memory would be something like transmitter hash, right? So this is 0. Then I could have one as mode, so I read mode,
hunger caution,
and 2 as less mining X. That would be all I need, right? So then the main loop would be go over those. And the secondary loop will be this guy. Handle the AIME stuff. Yep. Okay. So let's change this code. Set go to entrance. This is every time I turn this off and on, so if you go back to the entrance, I don't quite need this no more. let's start. We yield. Then, after yield, I do need to keep an eye on here, so some lines. Better to get rid of these extras before I start losing code on the bottom there. Yeah, that's gonna save me some lines already. Great. Can still get 3 more here, and on the transmitter hash will never change, right? So I could save 1 more line here. This guy also is using very specific place. Okay. So gonna yield. Not gonna load the mode from the DB. Gonna load the mode on the memory, right? So for that I need to have a counter. Should I use the stack pointer? Problem with stack pointer that you start with 1. It's better to have my own counter, but then I need more memory. Let's start doing it and then we think about it. So alias index R15. Okay, so when load, I can't just load. I need to calculate which AIME I'm looking for, which is the index times 3 because I'm on this thing here, right? Yes. So that will be the hash transmitter. The hash transmitter can't be a define. It needs to be push. So I will need a clear DB. Then I will then push the receiver. Then I will need to push the mode. Less mining X starts at this. I'll need to push this. So then I can use this thing here. And then I save those lines here. Right, so now I can just do, should I use 1 more index here? Alias. Main
Hydration
index
critical.
13, 12, and I don't need this one anymore because it's fixed here. Great. So now I would load into I need to increase here, right? So assuming I'm on the right index already, I just read the memory. Yes. So for me to just read the memory, I will need to have this guy here, right? Alias R11. That should fix the entire code. I still have lines below. Perfect. I do need to calculate those guys, right? Yes. So the index will be already 0 at first. The main index will be 3 times the index. Okay, so let's start with this. So the save into Moch main index will be index by 3. Great, so this will put me at the position 0. Then it is move into, not move, get from the P on the main index 0, which is transmit their hash. If I'm doing this, I'm doing the wrong way. I need to do into get into this from the B memory index. Yeah, that's the thing. That is right. Get, yeah. Register device address. Yes, okay, now it's correct. And it's add into the main index 1, right? So now I get again. Oh, that takes a lot of line to do the gets. The mode, right? And then the less mining. So just do it again. So mode main index 1. So get the less mining.
Hunger critical.
Right, so this get all the variables I need. I still have plenty of space. Yes. Plenty is too much. I have a little bit of space. So this get me all the variables, so I don't need to load the mode no more. So the mode's already loaded, right? So multiply by 3, then we get transmitter hash into the receiver, then we get add 1, and then we get the mode, and then we add 1, and then we get the last mining max. Then I will do the pre-checks. Now I just need to go over those codes here and see what I need to change, which should be basically nothing, right? So load batch name from the transmitter hash into the AIME receiver, which got replaced here. Check if it's on. So I don't need to change anything here. I mean, the code should work as is right away, right? It should work right away as is. I'm not doing the weaving still, the zigzag. For that, I will need to change the next mining site pattern, which is, let me just make sure the code will run right. So pre-checks, this will work, then this doesn't change. Transmitter hash 0, yeah, this doesn't change, this doesn't change. Save batch, right, target, yeah, this also doesn't change. Mode, go into entrance mode, then just check this. Save DB, I can't have those save DB anymore. So everything that is save DB needs to be put. So let's see, it is put DB on the mode. So the mode needs to be the last one, right? Because I need to, most of the time I'm gonna be changing the mode. So if I leave the crap. If I leave this on the mode, right? So for now, the last index will be on the last mining site, which is rarely used. So instead, so let's go from the index. Oh, I'm also not increasing the index. So for now, I would be going over only one AIME. Right, so index plus one go to mode, which is fine. Then index plus two go to the last mining site. Now what I do is I'm gonna move you down. So the index is now in the mode. So in that case, any place that is this, I can just say place on the B on the main index. Why you're not working? Main index, index 3, right? So multiply, get the main index. This is the I need a counter, right? I need two things. One is the counter, which aim I'm at, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. Second is which position I'm in, which is the main index. So this is the counter. Index is the counter, right? So I guess in this case it would be better if I just use R0 here. So this will get me the first slot, or I change the order, right? So I get the first slot is the mode. No. Yeah, it would make no difference. Anyway, so main index 3, this will get me 0, right? And then I get from 0, I do this. Now I should not do this, so get on the main index. I was already doing it wrong. I can't add into the index, it should be to the main index. This will get me less mining, and then I again on the main on R0 main index. So now the main index never changed. Perfect. And that's the mode. So get B on R0 mode. Yeah, it would be easier if the mode was 0. Okay, so let's change this. So mode is 0, then transmitter, and then the mining. So the only change here would be I would be first reading. So 0, this is mode. So first thing I'm reading is mode. Second thing will be the transmitter hash. And third thing will be the last mining site. Okay. So position 0 is mode, position 1 is hash, position 2 is mining site, right? So this will read 0, get 0 into the mode, then on the main index, which is also 0 plus 1, now is the hash. So this is the hash, perfect. So now again on the main index, which is 0 plus 2, get the mining into the mining. This means my main index is always at 0, 3, 6, whatever it is. So it's on the mode already. Perfect. Now I can actually come here and just say put into the B, into the main index, the mode. And then I can get rid of this. So every place that has this will be get replaced by this. That's it. Okay, so this fixes all the put db, right? So everything that is dp needs to either be accessed the memory or not be here. So db here is put, db here is put, also put, and that's it. Perfect. So now we go back to checking this. So we were here, the first step, we went all the way down here, and then we said, okay, we need this. And then I'm moving the mode here. Technically, I could get rid of this moving the mode and just jump back to the start. That would save me some lines. Yeah, let's do this. I was doing like this so I could in the same cycle do more than one thing, right? So you are in this mode, you're gonna change to this mode. You don't need to go all the way to the start and wait for the yield to then do this. Since I'm changing the mode here with move mode, it would immediately enter on the next one. But I do lost one line for each one, which I can get back if I don't do this. And instead of branching back to this, to the AL, I'm doing AL in all of this, right? I might as well just jump back to start. There's nothing prevent me from just go back to the start. Yes. Okay, so let's look at it. So we don't need to have this guy here. This one doesn't have one. This one also doesn't have one. Yeah, I did this only once. Well, that doesn't save too many lines, does it? Nope, it does not. Okay, no problemo. This should be all we. Everything here is based on this stuff here, so I shouldn't really do much. Where do I change those three variables? So mode I already take care of. This is gonna never change, so I need to make sure this guy is working properly. So if I change you to X, you are being used here. So where am I changing this value? So far I'm just here, in the sub I'm changing the value. So this increase forward, right? But I don't increase left or right. Let's just put forward for now. So this would be the only place I will need to do a put. Right, so I will need, I don't need R0, I don't need anything else, right? So I will need to do add integer 0 from main index 2, and then I put into db r0 whatever this value got changed to. And then I can just get this back. I guess on this one we're gonna just make sure this code is still running. And then two AIMEs are being controlled together. I won't have enough space to do the tracking of the stuck, so I'm going to need another chip. So let's go for steps. So let's just get two AIMEs running with this code here. This should be enough to keep both running. One thing that I'm missing, so this is never changing the index, right? So the indexes start with 0, multiplied by 3 will be 0, then we get position 1 and position 2. Next iteration, I'm gonna keep it always the same. So either I do at the end or I do at the start, but I do need to increase this by 1. Check if there is something there. Ooh, problem. I had the receiver hash being the first. Yeah, the receiver hash can still be the first. I just need to make sure this is on the mode, because for me to check if the stack is being used, yes or no, there's two ways. One, I just have a actual value somewhere that's okay, I have 3 AIMEs and that's a fixed value. Two, I check the stack itself to see if it's different than 0 or whatever. But if I'm using mode 0, that doesn't work. Let's just fix a check. How would I do a fix a check? I just check the index itself, right? So at the beginning, I will do add index 1, or I could do select into index. How would I do with select? Yeah, I can't do it with select. Add index 1. So, and then I do save is less than less or equal greater. Okay, greater means we pass the number of items we should. If it's greater than, into R0 from R0, in this case 2, that will be number of things. So this is going to start with 0. We're going to add 1, so now I'm 1. 1 is not greater than 2, so it's going to do 1 times. This needs to be 1 because it's 0, 1. 0 is the first, 1 is the second. Say if it's greater than 1. Yeah, so 1 is not greater than 1, so it should load the second name, which I don't have. Which I will need to do another. This. Yeah, as I add AIMEs, I gonna run short and code. Definitely need more than one chip for this, especially if I wanna check for stuck. For now, that's fine. So gonna start in 1. So I'm doing the addition at the beginning. So I can jump to start, right? So if I do the addition at the end, I cannot jump to start. I have to always jump back to whatever I was. Which is the case for now. Let's do the end then. If I get start here and press S, nothing jumps to start, right? This guy jumps to start. Why did you do this? This is power off. Whoops. Because here I just do a branch. But it's fine because it's a jaw to pre-checks. If I jump to our A, I'm gonna jump back here. And that's totally fine. Because it's gonna check the modes. No, this is so it doesn't do anything. That's why I jump to start. Okay, that can still be there, no problem at all. Or I just have an end there. Instead of jump to start, just jump to end. Yeah. Sure. Jump to end. Did I fix the power off? No. I hate this. Okay, thank you. So put start here. So I'm gonna have an end, and then the end go to the start. So this is the only place going to start. And anywhere else that I want to finish this, I just jump to the end. Perfect. This is annoying. Right, so the S is here. I'm deleting the S. So, but why it breaks the line? That gets me so nervous. Okay. So in this case, now I'm starting at 0. I'm doing everything with 0. Then I will add into the main, into the index 1. Now I add 1. So in this case I start with 0, run 0. I start with 1, run 1. This will then be 2. Now I can do safe is greater than 1. Number of AIME is minus 1. Right? So it's 0 based. Much better to have 2. I have 2 AIMEs. I want like, so I save is less than. So while I'm below the number of, yeah, that will be easier to. Because then I have 2 AIMEs. That's it. If I need to change, I change here. Then now I have 3 AIMEs. And then we just will select right into the index. So less than means the index is valid. Otherwise, go back to 0. That will be it, right? Index is 0, run 0, do everything with 0. Get here, add 1. Now it's 1. 1 is less than 2. So it will select, this will be true, you get the index. Gonna go up. Then we're gonna run the 1. We're gonna get here, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is not less than 2. This will get false, it will get 0 into the index. And I'm gonna run 0 again. Okay, that's it. Now, will this work? That's the question, right? I also need another receiver on the roof, which why did I build all this stuff here? I didn't even use any of this. Okay. So how am I gonna carry you both out. Export. Get a chip. This is full. Great. So put you back here. You go to the ground. You give me this battery. You go here, you go there. I got the other battery. Go there, you go here. No. I cannot put you in my inventory. I'm gonna need one more of this. Dump. I might need the cables. I might need heavy cables. Alright, so you go there. It's gonna be a little tight having 3 airlock there. You enter backwards. Yeah, I'm gonna have to enter backwards. So I eat something. I eat even more. And drink, and we test. Where is my GPS card? I do want to change the location because this the start location is dried. Tracker. GPS. Where the heck is my GPS? This has a configurator, which I don't want. This is a GPS. Thank you. You come with me, if I can grab you. And we all fit here. Now wait for the gas, then we grab you. Put over here. Grab the other one. Don't enter into the wall, thank you. Over here. Now I need the transmitter, which will be here, I guess. AIME stuck transmitter, AIME receiver. AIME storm receiver, yeah, so this is where I want to be. I'm on the red cable here, which I can just connect here, yes. So data forward, power sideways, yeah, that will do. So this will be connected to AIME 1, right? So you're gonna be connected to AIME 2. I need the cables. So just straightforward, then you connect. Don't need to do that, but I guess I can do it. Now I copy the name of this guy, so AIME receiver A1, and this is A2. Done. Now over here, I need to import. cancel. AIME receiver A1, AIME receiver A2. Right, so the mining location minus 80 is just okay, is over here. I want you to be over here. But that's Z. Oh yeah, I forget that I never changed Z. I'm assuming the Z never changed, but now we will need to change Z. So that will be minus 80 and Z will be 10. Um, minus 10. So it's decreasing. Yep. Oh, that will be a storm the next day. So minus 10. So when I save, right, so target X, so this is going to the entrance doesn't change. Waiting to go to entrance, this doesn't change. Mode, going to the mining will change here. Target Z will be mining Z, that's the name I did for the thing. Yes. That's the only part where I actually need this, right? Everything else would still be the same. No, because I never changed the Z, because the Z was always the same. So now I need to change the Z every place I change the X. Okay, so go into the entrance. So this is doesn't change. Waiting to go to the end, so just check X. I also need to check save batch name. So we'll have to have a save batch name. Z base Z. Go to the mining site, so Z become this. I go to the mining site. Wait until mining site, so you're waiting on the X. Then loading, you're not saving, so that's fine. Is that it? I think that's it. Well, I can't test it
Waste tank caution.
because they storm. What I can do is put you here and you here and see what happens. You both should go there. Because the mode is already 0, it's not doing anything, yes. In that case, I can't do anything until the storm hits. So just gonna leave you here. And you here. You, please stay in the middle. Thank you. And I wait for the storm to pass, and then we see if it works or not. I need to dismantle this entire thing anyway. So I'm gonna dismantle this, wait for the storm to pass, and then I come back. So I don't waste more time than I already wasted. So see you in a sec. Yep. Finish the job. And that's why I like to have the beacon, right? So you can see it from afar, because really easy to lose track of where you are during the storm. Okay, so now I know where I am. So let's wait until morning. Door is closed. Both AIME should be right in the middle there, doing absolutely nothing. Yes, they are. Perfect. So, see you in the morning. Right, morning. So, storm should be going away. Hello, storm. Go away. Thank you. Door is open. Both AIME. Oh, why are you there? You are there because your door just opened and you got moved a little bit. That's fine. Why are you flashing arrow? You should not be flashing arrow. This is off. Yeah, this is off. What am I doing? I'm just gonna place the last of the chutes. This, so you and you. It's a lot of chutes. Yeah, I don't have enough yet. That's the, I think if somehow they find a way to make this whole process of pushing cables and never-ending chutes better, then these auto miners will become more useful. Because why the heck you go over the trouble to doing all this that I'm doing when you can just have one AIME doing the mining for you, two the deep miners that you set up once and they'll never touch again. Okay. It should be both on, right? So let's put both off. And that's it. One cable left. You're gonna add the chutes later. You guys already saw how that works. Let's figure out what the heck happened here. Line 30. What the heck's wrong with line 30? Line 30. Get from... How was this getting an error? Oh, no. Get memory less mining X. How is this getting an error? Are you crazy? No, line 30. So line 30 I have something very annoyingly weird. really realizing. So let's get into last mining x, which is a memory, is not a constant. "15, 14, 13, 12, 11, yeah. From the B, the position R0. R0 is the main index, which is 0, times 3, which is still 0. Plus 2. 0, 1, 2. Yes. How is this wrong? Get into register device memory. Into register from device memory. I'm doing clear and I'm doing the push. How is this wrong? And it is working with this. Working with this. Why is it not working with this? Do I have another mining X somewhere? No. Why? Why? I hate this. I hate this. Just work. It's not like even a access error memory access, so it's like a syntax error or device doesn't exist, this kind of stuff, right? Okay, line 30 doesn't work, but then how does line 28 work? So I'm gonna copy last mine. No, I'm not gonna copy anything, so I'm gonna get this common, right? So this one is working. I'm gonna place it here. And I'm gonna change this to last mining X. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Waste time
I really hate
caution.
this and this when this happens. Like, what's wrong with line 30? The ending of the line 30, is that the problem? Really grind the episode without knowing why this doesn't work. The only reason this wouldn't work if this wasn't defined. I would understand that, right? R2. What's wrong with the freaking line 30? I already re-entered the freaking code. So I'm gonna push the line. So get into R3 from the B position 2. Works. That's what it should be doing. Line 30. Now it's flashed on 31, so something wrong on the characters of the line. Something got messed here into the text that's not showing up. So I'm gonna just type last mine index, not mine index, mine x, and this is R0. Don't. Now line 30 is a problem. How is the line 30 a problem? Okay, 2. $31. So the problem is with R0. How the heck the problem is with R0? Add into main index, which is 0, 2. There is nothing wrong with this code. Last mining R0. So save into db setting R0. That should be number 2. What the heck is 512? Index is 0. Index get reset here. It would be impossible for the index to go. Index will be index plus 1, that will be 2, great. Safe is less than into R0 from R0 2 when it's less than. If it's less than, I'm gonna keep the index, otherwise gonna keep 0. Yeah, that would be impossible for the index itself to be any number, but then the index will be a very high number. And the question is, why the heck would the index be a very high number? Yes. 170. How? How did I mess this one up? That make no sense whatsoever. Doesn't make any sense at all. Why is going 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Because I'm jumping to start, I'm not jumping to end. Where am I jumping to start? I should not have any jump to start. I don't. Everything jumps to nothing, just jump to RA, which go back to. This is the only guy that jumps to end. So how is this not working? It's adding, right? So of course it's adding. Save if it's less than into R0 from R0 to register equal to 1. No, wrong thing. Right, register equal to B if A is non-zero. Register equal to B if A is non-zero. Yes. How am I messing this very simple logic? R0 will be R0. Oh, what the heck is R0? Ah, I don't believe this. Index. R0 is always R0. It's to be sure damn stupid to not see this. Thank you.
Waste tank caution.
You went a little too far. Bess. You go here. You go here. Let's see. If I turn you on, you go into the mining. If I turn you on, you're going to get stuck in the wall. Because I was supposing a straight line, but there's no straight line anymore. So is that gonna be a problem always? I think it will be a problem always. Where the heck are you going? Are you crazy? Yep, you are crazy. What's wrong with you? Where the heck are you trying to go? Where the heck are you trying to go? The other one's working just fine. Why you are not working? Why you have to be annoying? Why? Follow your sister. Take some time for it to get. I want to see where it goes when it's gonna try to go straight line. It should try to go there. I don't know why it's trying a straight line. Probably because I messed the GPS. But if I messed the GPS, how is this one working? Because it's the same code when we're both. Did I invert both sides? Maybe I didn't invert both sides, that's it. It is transmitter 80 mode. It is transmitter. It is mode transmitter 80. Yeah, I messed up. Wait, what? No, it was correct. Mode transmitter 80. Mode transmitter 80. I don't remember if it was correct or not. Well, I can just import this, right? Mode transmitter 80. Mode transmitter 80. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. Yeah, this one is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Please get through. Why you go there and then go here and then go there and then go here when you could just stay here and mine out this? How much ore does she carry? If you continue on the path, you're gonna get stuck there. Come on. Just fill up the inventory already. I don't know how much stuff she can carry. A lot. There's copper right here. Come on, AIME.
Power low.
Can I jump on top of the AIME? Oops. You can. But the game doesn't, yeah, you can't just ride. I honestly don't understand the mining pattern that she does. I would expect either it start on and then go forever until it hits 15, or like in Aspire, which is usually how things are coded. Things like to just get a gigantic 15 by 15 square and get anything random in this position. Are we full? Are we done? Yeah, this is the correct direction, right? So if this is the correct direction, how the heck you get stuck in the wall there? You should never get stuck in the wall. Let's see if she does move correctly out of the thing. If she gets stuck there, then there's a problem. She needs to move here first and then there. That's the... But this one was moving there, yeah, nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to what I'm thinking. Yep.
Waste tank caution.
Right, let's see. Yeah, that's the wrong coordinate. Yeah, okay, I see. I think I tried to skip one mode, because this was a straight line. Instead of coming here and then going mining, I'm just going straight to mining, which worked before, but now it won't work. Okay. More tweaks. So this one's already too big. I'm gonna cut here, gonna do the tweaks on the code, and then I don't know, we're gonna have probably a big wait window, because I need to build the rocket stuff. So let's at least plan where it is gonna be, and then I do the thing. Well, not plan, but just show more or less the idea.
Waste tank caution. Waste tank caution.
I need to stop making 1.5 to 2 hours long videos. It really needs to be 1 hour. But it's quite impossible in this game unless you train beforehand so you don't make any mistakes. Trying to figure out the mistakes is a problem. I mean, there is value in it, right? So when you're on your own base and you're trying to figure out the mistakes, that's a good way to look at, see how someone else did it. But at the same time, it's not that fun. Right, so what I think I'm gonna do, since I have this for the traders and this part here is my gases, my volatile is there, my oxygen is here, and I need the other gas for the fuel, which is this guy here, I think. Yeah. So I need to make it with the neutralizer, or I buy from the trader. So this will make me all the components I need for the rocket fuel. There is, yeah, there is stuff from the fertilizer all over the place. Oh yeah, water. So I think I'm gonna put the rockets here, like in this big mountain. If I make, there is a lot of holes here. Jeez. If I make that vertical miner, just to make use of the tools that the game gave you, right? So I could over here cut this top, get this miner. Vertical miner is the inverse of the ogre. This guy, auto miner, which is insane expensive for what it does, but put it here. You're gonna mine all the way down, right? And then I build the rocket silo here, just for it to be here, no reason in particular. And yeah, there will be a lot of work digging the dirt here, cleaning those holes that if they are poking outside, and put out the structure, pushing out the pipes. So I don't know, I'm gonna have some time to build this. It's just the building process, so I'm not gonna go over on camera. Once I have the mining rocket, once I have the rocket printer, right, this site more or less ready, then I start to see how I'm gonna actually control the rocket. For now, that will be it. The water levels. Let's see. I have 3. Oh yeah, definitely increased. So it has some ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I'm gaining water. Okay, that's all that matters. How's my cooling line, by the way? That's not how you see cooling line. It's perfect. This is perfect. Yeah, that was the best thing. So just fill up these with nitrogen and keep the nitrogen at 10 degrees with one AC looping. And on the AC you put whatever cooling you have. These will keep this at 10, and these will be perfect to cool up the water. I don't have any extra water, but on this pipe here I have, yeah. Temperature is slowly getting to 10, because it was like 31 and then 27, and now it's slowly going there. Never cover this back, because I left the stuff here, right here. Oh, I have a shipment I see here. That's the wrong thing. Where did I place my... No idea. These go here. You were a door, yeah. Now I don't need a door anymore. So you are now useless, but yeah, I need to make more of this guy here. Yeah. Off camera work. Great. Right. So for now, 2 bit. Thank you very much for watching. Don't. It will be a big cut, right? So there will be some time without anything until I get everything ready, and then I'll be ready. Doesn't mean I won't be recording the rocket, right? So just gonna take some time. For now, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.